As we spoke last 2 days and even today with the Director General, the numbers as such are not so high. Doesn't present significant alarm. However, the trend which is present in the region is the most important one, and what we would like to do here together with all countries together, we would like to prevent the trend, and we would like to prevent that migration route will be opened in a way as we saw in 2015 and 2016. Here in this very short press conference and statements, there are of course representatives from Albania who would like to share with you their thoughts. There is as a country in one side of the region, and of course Slovenia as a country from another side of the same region, sharing the same destiny. I'm representing, I'm director of DCAF Lubjana. My name is Anton Trauner, and with me is Mr. Rajko Kuzmel, who is representing integrative internal security governance approach, which is I could say the latest and the most efficient system or initiative in the region in the last years. So now I would like to pass the floor to the host, to the Albanian border police, please.
Takimi sotëm i shefave të Policisë Kufitare të Rajonit, i organizuar nga DCAF Lubjana, shpreh edhe një herë qëndrimin ton të përbashkët për forcimin e bashkëpunimit në kontrollin dhe mbikëqyrjen e kufirit dhe shkëmbimin e informacionit, dhe se përballimi i situatës së imigracionit të parregullt kërkon adresimin e këtij fenomeni në mënyrë kolektive, rajonale, me pjesëmarrjen ndoshta dhe të vendeve të BE-s. Policia shqiptare ka marrë një sër masash për sa i përket parandalimit të imigracionit të parregullt. Janë forcuar kapacitetet njerëzore dhe logjistike për gjatë kufirit dhe njëkohësisht në bashkëpunim me DCAF Lubjanën dhe me homologët tanë zhvillohet këto ditë në kufirin jugor operacioni DRINO 2018 me pjesëmarrjen e punojësve policisë nga Austria, Kroacia, Slovenia, Maqedonia, Malizi, Bullgari, Bosnje Hercegovinë, Serbi dhe Moldavi. Ky operacion tregoi edhe një herë që për bashkëpunimin e mirë që ekziston midis policive kufitare të rajonit. Dhe qëllimi i këtij operacioni është parandalimi i kalimit të emigrantëve të parregullt nëpërmjet territorit tonë drejt vendeve të BE-s dhe vendeve fqinje. Iniciativa të tilla përbëjnë një kontribut të madh për sa i përket bashkarisht si për të përballuar situatën e imigracionit të parregullt, por jo vetëm. Si përfundim unë dhe në këtë konferencë gjej rastin që të falenderoj DCAF Lubjanën për organizimin e këtij takimi, të falenderoj drejtuesit shefat e policive kufitare pjesëmarrëse në këtë operacion, për pjesëmarrjen në këtë takimin që ne zhvilluam këto 2 ditë dhe njëkohësisht për mundësinë që dhanë me punojësit e tyre për të marrë pjesë në operacionin policor DRINO 2018. Faleminderit.
Moćnik representative of Republic of Slovenia. She is the head of Slovenian border police, and you can see that we have a female heads of border police, and this is the key to success. Milita, please.
Thank you. I can only say that this is true, because the ladies usually we are more pragmatic than our colleagues. But joke aside, it was our forum of chiefs of border police in the Western Balkan that in February already flagged the new route that is now quite vivid, and it makes concern to all of us. I'm going out from Tirana a little bit calmer, a little bit more full of hope, because I can see that at the national level and that the level of bilateral cooperation in between the countries in the region, the huge progress was made. Of course, as it was already said, the numbers itself in absolute figures, they are not so high. But we must and we should do all of our efforts to prevent again the mass influx over the Western Balkan route as we witnessed in 2015 and 2016. Could be that we needed this lesson, that we needed this experience, and that now we are trying more progressively and more proactive to do all and to create some measures and to upstream our cooperation to not to be in the same situation that we were. Slovenia, as you know, lies at the end of this route. It's the first Schengen country that migrants are crossing, and of course this is also our obligation to do everything that we can with our partners in the region to preserve this Schengen border in a sense of the anticipating Schengen standards. So I would also thank you, the Albanian colleagues, that they were brave enough to organize this common coordinated action that is now taking place. We sent a small, let's say, contingent of our police officers, but nevertheless, we are trying to do also our contribution, and of course we will lobby with all other European states to do the same also in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Melita. So, as we spoke, as the colleagues said, there were two activities in the parallel. However, I will focus to the meeting from yesterday and today. The outcomes are extremely important because we discussed three areas of activities, three areas of possibilities. One area is what the border police heads will and can do immediately without any foreign support. There are some extremely concrete steps. Then what kind of steps are possible if the foreign support will be available, including the common operation in the borders, like it is in Macedonia. You probably know that in Macedonia there is more than 140 police officers constantly present in the borderline between Macedonia and Greece. And such kind of answer is possible also here in Albania, and probably will take place if there will be support offered by the partner states and of course with some donors. And we discussed several other options. I would like to highlight only one, which I believe is extremely important, which is abuse of asylum procedure. And we discuss steps how to prevent this abuse of asylum procedures and how important this is. However, among all other lines and topics we discussed, it is just one small stone in the huge mosaic of all international activities in the area of fighting against organized crime connected with migrants and migration flow. That's why I would like to ask Mr. Rajko Kuzmil, who is chair of the IISG support group, and maybe Rajko can paint you a little bit wider picture, because what we did today and yesterday, what we are doing in this common operation mentioned before, it's just a stone in the mosaic of much wider picture. Rajko, please.
Anton, thank you very much for the floor, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm really representing the integrative internal security governance process, which is rather a coordination mechanism or a mechanism which supports better and more efficient cooperation in the field of internal security in the region of Western Balkans. Ministers of security or of interior of this region set up this mechanism in September last year, greatly supported by the EU as a donor, but also as a partner, and UN as a partner, and all other international and regional important mechanisms. When I refer to the EU, of course, all relevant EU agencies are involved as well, and they contribute a lot to this process. So what is the role of ISG in this whole story, in all this support? We were actually part of the meeting together with all international partners in the meeting today. We carefully listened all needs, gaps identified by the border police chiefs. The point is that we would like to put all these needs together, gaps and everything, what we identified in the meeting. We will actually prepare a draft rapid reaction plan on the basis of statement which border police chiefs developed during these 2 days. So this will be a guidance how we will draft the action plan. It is also important that border police chiefs, they, as director of Slovenian border police said, reacted, intervened on time when the problem is not too big, but actually they identified the risk, they identified the trends, and they prepared with our support a response of all partners, international partners, but of course countries of the region. So on the basis of all these inputs, we will prepare this rapid reaction plan during the August on the basis of all contributions of partners. That will be, let's say, guiding point actually for all partners to act. In that action plan, we will also put actions and activities which are ongoing in order to reduce potential overlapping and duplication, because we realized even in this meeting that not all partners and countries of the region are aware of our activities. So this is our role, and we will greatly support that and contribute to the draft action plan, which will be a living document and adjusted accordingly, and will be based in particularly on these operational actions. All activities, as I said, from the EU and other partners will be incorporated. With that, I would conclude with the message that ISG and partners see this effort as a contribution, and this region supported by international partners as provider to the security, not a threat to the security of the EU. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Rajko. But I would like to add in the end of this short conference, as I said in the beginning, I would like to say a few words about Albanian border police as well, seeing how we as an international community see Albanian police right now, and how we saw it in the past, and how we see it in the future. So we see Albanian border police as an extremely reliable partner. It's a modern European-like border police organization with modern tactics and techniques. However, there are some issues and problems with equipment and cars and the staff, as everywhere in Europe. So it's not Albania is not alone in that sense, and we really, as a DCAF Lubjana, I can say that because I'm cooperating with Albanian police and border police since 2002 already, and in all those years the progress achieved is amazing. It's always nice to see the capable persons on the important positions, and saying that, I also would like to highlight this, that openness, the mutual trust, and that cooperation within the region is possible only because of all states from the region are willing to cooperate, they trust each other, and they're sharing also the problems, and they're sharing the threats and challenges. And sharing the one side, they are sharing the another side as well. They are willing to help and to support each other. Saying that, I would like to finish my part of the press conference. I would like to invite you on 25th of July on the press conference marked the end of the common operation, which is right now in place as explained, and then you will be able to see a little bit more practical result of the theoretical discussions we had and we have here in Tirana. Thank you very much.